I see you, Brian. You think you're cute. Spunky Goth Robo-Leaser. Why now Robo-Leaser? Hey everybody. It's me. Your resident retired Metroid YouTuber streamer, man. Back at it again with another stream. If I don't see Mewtwo in the chat, I'm going to be very sad because he kept making fun of me for not streaming last week. Not Tomboy Start Jump Scare. Yes, it's blue. Dabba dee abba die. Abba dee abba die. Alright, there we go. Or in Pawn or Gabe's where oh my goodness, what the fuck?
Those are not my words. Those are Pawn. Those are
I was,
Pawn original.
I was gonna say that's a Pawn original. I don't know what Gabe has to do with this. Oh my gosh. Gosh. Well, that makes awkward the game lineup that I had thought between Gravity Circuit, Signalist, and or Crow Country, but I guess it'll probably be Gravity Rush and Crow Country. The game will only sadly be here. I couldn't remember who said that. As Gabe confirmed, it was Pawn. Gabe, you want to confirm it again?
About me, what?
That it was Pawn, the one who said it, and not you.
Yeah, it was 100 Pawn.
And now for the broadcast of the Steel Ball Run, tell us your words of wisdom, Gabe. What is your word of wisdom of the day?
Word of wisdom of the day based on the fucking Steel Ball Run.
Yeah. This is being broadcast to the Steel Ball Run.
Don't stand behind a horse.
You heard it here first, folks. Fall off your horse.
Eat shit and die.
Eat shit. Fall off your horse. Gosh, I'm so excited that Part 7 is actually now a thing. If anything, it made me wish that we were watching it together like we did Part 3 and stuff. No horsing around, all the horses. I see. Of course it was because Pawn speaketh the trutheth. Oh boy. But yeah, so see, no. Hold up a minute. I am making sure I have my window over here, with the mod mode, just in case, just in case, just in case. Okay. Just want to use my own emojis. We have a new. Oh shit! We have a new emo slot.
Well, you know what to do now.
Well, I guess we could always reconsider what our emotes and if or chat wants any particular ones of the chibis. But what was your idea?
I have none.
Oh, I thought you had an idea. By the way.
Oh.
By the way, you say you know what that means. Well, never mind. For a second, I thought you were going to show off a recollection short film project because of that what's on screen. Well, I really wish I could, but I don't have the funds to produce it, is the problem. And as anybody would know, animation is very expensive. And all this other stuff. But at some point, I will maybe save a budget because I definitely would want to find people who would be willing to animate and work for it and pay them their dues. Hey Samus, have you heard of Dorphion? Yeah, he's my older brother. When I can't beat something, I just I just hand my controller to him and he does it for me. Hold up a minute. But yeah, you know, we got more. Wow, this is old because her eyes are not even the right color. Definitely not just stalling for time to give people a chance to just hop on in. Dark Orpheon is Dorpheon with a character arc in between. Damn. Damn, they're saying I don't have a character arc. Alright.
Oh, they're not saying that you don't have one. They're saying that you absolutely don't ever have one.
Oh gosh. You could say that the image of blue blew me away. Oh my gosh. What is this series? I can't seem to recollect.
The pawns.
Huh?
The pawns.
The
The
pawns.
pawns are.
Yeah, puns are great. And I'll take it as a sign that maybe the title is right because of the puns. I'm also, hey, YouTube, now you can make the meme. I'm having a technical difficulty behind the scenes. You can do the meme. Where is it? We had a new chibi and I can't find it now in my sea of files. Oh, there it is. I should have known that I was just going to put it on the chibi folder with the other chibis. The pawns are rolling? I didn't know that there was more than one. Oh my gosh, speaking of pawns, she found Kamen Rider Kuga out in the wild.
She found Kuga in the wild?
Yeah, or at least she just sent me a picture because I sent her screenshots of what chat is saying just to tell her, gee, thanks. Oh, wait, here. Got some more concept art. Concepto artu. No. 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 Wouldn't be an Orpheon stream without technical difficulties. Thank you, Mewtwo. This is by far like the silliest of difficulties have been technical, which is why I was asking Gabe for his words of wisdom.
There are no words of wisdom.
Gabe has no wisdom to impart for us today. The great sage Gaben has spoken. Oh my gosh. Hold up a minute. Croco, check this out real. You speak your head real quick. Look what I found.
No, you're correct, Brian. I am the cause of the microslop.
Of the what?
The microslop. That's me. I've been planning all that since the beginning.
The micro schlop?
It's the new insult for Microsoft because they keep putting AI on everything and no one wants it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, I get it now. Micro schlop. All right. Who is this character on the motorcycle on your wallpaper? Is my original the character Do Not Steal? From my original the show Do Not Steal. Called Recollection. Work in progress. As in, like we're still working on it. But I wanted to show some of the concept art and stuff because these are part of the reasons why I also I've sort of retired from doing YouTube videos, if you may, as a joke. Not really. Um, I'm still working on the Metroid Prime 4 script. It's just that it's as of now. I was working on it before the video. 42 pages, and I'm in page 35 of rereading it and adjusting it. I really like the tech aesthetic. Oh, thank you. I mean, I could give you more info about it in terms of the world and stuff. Let me see if I should have some concept art. Most of it are Photoshop files, and unfortunately, they're not the easiest. Where is the purple ship? That I cannot show yet. Hold up a minute. Okay, the tech issues is work. I can see now again. One of my monitors was having a hizzy fit. There we go. Who would have known? I just needed to like unplug it and give it a good old
Good old shakedown.
yeah, a good old shakedown for all its money. Gosh, now I kind of wish I had these as JPEGs. Hold up a minute. I think I do have it as PNG somewhere. Richard Hammond. And that's what we give it to the stick. Did you draw it yourself or was it commissioned? It was commissioned. These drawings I'm gonna show are made by Kuba, who is the same guy who does the chibis for the channels and the little avatars that you see here, except for Gabe's. That's Gabe's.
That's me.
Or did you
That's my shit.
or did you commission yours too?
No, that was mine.
Mm.
Do that one.
See,
And for you thinking about where is Boogie Tech? Papa. And set active.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Now you gotta do a version.
Fractions.
Now you should do one of these for the evil one so that we can have it during the Pokemon Infinite Fusion Johto run.
Yes.
Why not, right?
True.
Oh yeah, somebody's asking an important question. Gabe Henshin sequence when?
Well, first of all, I need to set my fucking model into a animated one.
And then?
And then animated.
like
What else are you gonna expect?
I
Like
don't
what?
know. Maybe you needed to take it out for dinner, perform a ritual or something.
I'm gonna perform a ritual on your body.
Oh my gosh. Right, here we go. Let me look for some background music so this is not just a void. And then I'll
You're a
show chat more of the concept art. Oh no, Epion Professor. But yeah, now we have a evil Epion counterpart. Courtesy of Kuba as well. She's playing the tutorial level with holograms to get her license. Who? Who? Who are we talking about?
Very good question. I don't know.
Oh, I'm just reading chat out loud. Hmm. The whole of Cuba may work. The whole of Cuba may work for our lad. What do you mean, Mewtwo? Chat, you're speaking in riddles to me today. Why? I'm scared. Oh, they're talking about Blue driving the bike, getting a license. Oh, okay, mate. Yeah. Okay. Well, you see here in Recollection, we don't build Lamorne Towers for just to be Mario Kart courses. She already had her license elsewhere for vulture salvaging. All right. But yeah, like speaking of, there's some more of those concept sketches of Blue, the protagonist, and her bike. We have a 34 out of 35 streak. Oh gosh. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
So yeah, there's those. Here's another sort of like concept. I really like this sketch piece, which was like just practicing the character looks and poses and stuff. I feel innate agitation. Just innate agitation towards what? Now I'm imagining Blue doing the Lamorne bike course thing and her being like, why the fuck did I have to do that? I know how to ride a bike. Oh, here's the concept art actually. That's the character in clean. We might come back later and maybe like update it or something, but like this is like obviously all just placeholder stuff. Which, by the way, if you feel inclined to draw these characters for references or whatever, feel free. If you need more references, just let me know. I'm more than happy to showcase them on stream. Pawn made one of the villains. Here, I'll show. This is one of the side villains or secondary villains. You know, that type of guy that you just have for the first season, and then you just like, oh, he's done and whatever. So we can piggyback on the true villain. And then Pawn made this. She made this doodle of him, which is so on character, and I love it so much. There we go. Yeah, his prototype, his placeholder name is Skull. I'm terrible
with an H between the L's.
Huh?
With an H between the L's and the H is silent.
Yeah, the H is... Yes, the H is silent. Oh yeah, here's the secondary protagonist. So like, if this is the protagonist, it looks like the guy who is the villain in the first season and then joins the heroes party. Gosh, chat, why you guys must be so smart. So yeah, that's the main protagonist, and then this is the rival secondary protagonist of sorts. If it seems familiar, it's because I've been using the chibi on past streams. I've even hidden the chibis on the videos. I also like the fact that Gabe stayed as Epion rather than his VTuber.
Hell yeah! Happy to bully your ass.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I also have this one for Skullman. Aha! Oh, I'm so tiny. Look at me, I'm so small. Also, about my joke about Kuba and Kuba Ushi, same name pronunciation. Okay. Alright. I get it now. I'm just having my cup of coffee, so I'm not like 100% just yet. I can't show that one. Blue protagonist, red deuteragonist. Oh yeah, here's... Where else is... Where are these drawings? These are just like the concepts, but they're not like the final render. There's a lot of world building and stuff I have written down. So... and stuff. And most of these are like layered so that they can be animated. Too early for me? Yes, it's definitely too early for me, man. I'm a night owl. Also, red eye mask and blue mouth mask. Yes. But that was more of like an idea that we don't really know if we're gonna play with it or not. But I'm a big fan of like Oni masks and stuff, so same as us, the Timoto Quikas. I don't know how you write that, so don't even ask me. There's our main bad guy. I just think he's really cool. Can't show. I'm just seeing what I can show that won't involve Gabe slapping my wrist and saying no. Which
I'm gonna slap you right now.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Label here. Bankai Char. I'm glad that somebody called him Char, not Wonder Red. Oh yeah, here's like the or stormtroopers, if you may. These are the regular villain enemies that our heroes will be fighting, those sorts. I also like how blue has those side curves, almost looking like a squeaky jellyfish. What side curves? You mean her hair? I'm an educated boy, give me some credit. No, yeah, I know you are, dude. Like, I'm not taking credit away from it. It's just that I'm glad for once, you know? I'm giving you all the credit, Mewtwo. Let me. Oh, we even have. I can. Yeah. Hold up. Hold up a minute. You know, we even have storyboards. Hooray, storyboards. Chat, cool Neville. Instead of Char as Neville. Yeah, but like, you know, this is where I've been spending most of my time now, rather than making. This is the reason I'm retired, I guess. To go along with Mewtwo's joke. Thought that we would have, yeah, here's like a more final-ish look render of sorts, or preview approximation, of course. A lot of it is working within a budget, you know. In a budget that might be extremely limited. So the idea is just that, like, strong key poses, easy to read characters, so that the animation cost can be low, and then just have a story that might be able to carry it forward. So at least for the time being, the goal is to make it in sort of like an animated graphic novel, because in that way I can just find an artist who wants to just do the drawings and the layers, and then I could just animate these myself out of my own pocket and do the sound mixing and everything else myself. So, yeah. I don't know what more to say.
That's it.
Aside that, I really hope that whenever it gets made, that you guys really, enjoy it and get a kick out of it. 2D or 3D? 2D. Just because it'd be much easier to work with it in 2D than in 3D, in the sense of like I mentioned, if I can just get a budget to find the Akuba or Gabe or anyone out there who would be willing to make the storyboards into final polished versions and work with me in like framing the shots and making the layers separate and stuff like that, then I can animate it as a 2D graphic novel, which is kind of what the thing is inspired by mostly. So like I just felt that it would be more fitting in that angle than doing it 3D. And then I feel like with 3D you can run much easier into the uncanny valley. Not to mention that, like, obviously if I wanted to find the appropriate 3D artists who could, model, rig, UV texture, and all these other moving pieces, lighting, staging, background making, your budget starts increasing a little bit. Like, yeah, I would love to do something like, Digital Circus or whatever that's in 3D, and I'm not saying that's impossible. There's some extremely talented people out there who just like, wow. But obviously I'm trying to work within my technical limitations and my technical budget and what have you. So I'd rather make something that if I couldn't animate it or whatever, we could at least make it into an animated graphic novel. And then if later I get like, all right, budget to make it properly 2D animated or properly 3D animated, then hooray, we can already use what's there as a placeholder template, the storyboard. Animatic, I mean. There's a difference. There is a difference.
There's always a difference, Chad.
There's always a difference. Like Metal Gear visual novel animated story, yeah. Like a big reference for us was the Metal Gear Peace Walker cutscenes, because we love Metal Gear, Hideo Kojima, and Joji Shinkawa, Goats, and stuff like that. But it's also something that we could like feasibly do, and that would also force us to focus more on the budget into story. I know it doesn't fit the aesthetics, but I'm imagining if it in the... Sorry, I know it doesn't fit the aesthetics, but I'm imagining it in the if the Emperor had a text-to-speech device animation style, which is just moving around, drawing cutouts and stretching them. The Emperor. I don't understand what you mean. My brain is too small. But I'm genuinely curious, because you never know. We might say, oh, it doesn't work the aesthetics right now, but then, in time passes, aesthetics change. Here's another like closer render as well. This is like a poster I have. This is basically my computer wallpaper. There's just like 2 more I wanted to show, and then I was gonna load up Gravity Circuit. Do you have the ending defined? How much do you have written? I have the entire story defined in terms of like, all right, here's the beginning, middle, and end. Here's how it all happens. Here's the backlog to the world building. Everything, all of those things are in place. And in a way that I believe is cohesive, satisfying, and it fits with the themes and moods that I want for the character. So everything is catering to that, the world, the art style, and everything. I'm literally I'm just putting it into words, into writing, in my Bible. I have at least 4, I think, almost 5 episodes fully written out and then outlined, I should say, in a script. And I'm making my way towards that. I'm just like updating the gist Bible. with all the world building and all the details that might be relevant or important to share with a team who's trying to either give me feedback or work on the project, so that everybody who's reading through it can be on the same page. So yeah, everything is sort of defined. If not, I would not be moving this far ahead into it, because, like, you know, story first, and then the story defines how the characters look, and then all that jazz. Oh yeah, here's another like robot. So just because we also have like different factions and nations are fighting each other because of the world setting. So like one nation, their machines and their robots look like that, and then another nation known as Velmoria, they look like this, and then like another nation called Norevia, they look like that, and stuff like that. So there's like a different visual language of sorts towards the world building and who these characters are and what they're doing. But yeah, it's defined. It's written down. Not like, okay, I have the whole thing that I can send to someone. Everything changed when the Technology Nation attacked. It was a humorous Warhammer 40k animated series that was copyright struck. Oh, okay. I've heard of it.
Oh, I know which one.
yeah.
I know which one you're talking about.
Me too. Now I know. But yeah, I could see the character. I would definitely have the characters be voiced like that as a bit. Part of the joke that I wanted to do is like either each episode has like a epilogue chapter of sorts that's like a comedy that's an analogy for what the shows are about or what happened in each episode that might be silly, similar to what like mangakas do in their mangas, or the Nier anime, did. Which are also fun writing exercises because it makes you see whether or not like your things are defined or not, or easy to understand. So like, yeah, I could imagine using an effect like that for the voices in a particular episode or not. Yeah, Kriken, I said that I have it written down all from beginning to end. I'm doing the gist. It's on my notebook. It's just that it's a messy mess in my notebook. I'm just making it on paper. I'm making it clean on paper. This is not my first rodeo, but it's certainly my first personal rodeo of doing something like this. So, I mean, I still appreciate it. But you know, there's stuff that it's already been in the works. It's already kind of had the evolution. It's already written down. It's just I'm putting it in clean. It's like saying, all right, I have the sketch. You can tell what it is. Now I'm just doing the line art. So now I'm just doing the layerings and the colors. If it were like a drawing, you know, if it were an animation, I'd say I'd have my key poses, and now I'm currently working on my breakdown frames. Also, you say you wanted to do a 2D animatic. Yeah, I would like to make it as a 2D animatic, because I would rather get more episodes out. Like, if I could get like a budget that would be used for one episode, I feel like by making it into the 2D animatic, I could maybe make more than just the one, and that might help, you know, just get more interest on the show. But yeah, like I'm already quite familiar with the process about making this stuff. You know, it used to be my bread and butter. No, here's another character, but that's for something else. Like there is a lot, but I'm already. Hmm? Oh yeah, you got to do your
What?
thing. I thought you were.
I gotta do my.
All right. Thanks for the co-host though.
Yee.
Good luck with your thing.
Hey Chad. Make him play the worst game that you guys can think of, like Duke Nukem Forever or Bugsy 3-4D.
Oh my gosh.
Bye, nerds.
Bye. Play Paldea. You two, you were like on the gun for that one. Not capital punishment. But yeah, like, there's already a vision, there's already, like, all these things sort of define. So, like, these concept arts were, these are more like studies for the art direction, the characters, and who they might be, and whether or not, because the goal is to, like, make these designs simple to draw so they are not too complicated for any artist to recreate of whatever level. That way, if there's people out there who want to make fan drawings, it can be fun and easy. So it's a lot of defining, like, the silhouette and strong key aspects about the characters, and then, like, the rest will probably fit this, fill the rest. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, with all that said, thanks for indulging my silly projects. It really does mean a lot to me in general, because, you know, in the end, I'm still making this for you guys, for an audience. Here's a poster. It's pretty big. I actually have this printed right behind me. Like, if I could have, like, a webcam on my monitor right now where you could see me, you would see this behind me. But yeah, like, I've been working more on this than the Metroid Prime 4 script or any other Metroid scripts, because it's just much more, I don't know, fulfilling, because it's an original project. I think that you guys might get a bigger kick out of this. What's the target audience? Target audience is like ages 14 and up, for both male and female demographics, among others. But yeah, it's basically like if it were on TV, it'd be like a rated TV 14. I guess in the UK's Peggy 12 or Peggy 16, depending. We like your content, even if your Metroid 4 video is 1/4 of the year. Yeah, I mean, it's better late than never. And my review video is not in like, oh, you should go buy or play or not play this game. It's more like, all right, this is what I thought about the game after the fact, and this is what I would suggest moving forwards. Hold on, my back. What's this about a pirate? What? No pirates here. This funny skull, man. Oh, wow. Albert missed my joke, so now he is clueless. Oh, no, I'm sorry, man. Pirate spin-off. Play Paldea. I heard pirate spin-off, but I don't know what it means. Ashy Bones. There is a character with one eye covered. Oh, okay. You're talking about Anima. Okay. Alright. Well, she's more of a specter than a pirate, but... I did that. See, that alright, that's from, like, a different project. That's, like... further down the line in development, which I also have sort of sketched the story concepts, but because the aspect is different, more episodic rather than like a continuing story, than like Recollection, which is more of a continued story. Just in time. Oh, hey, Midnight. Here you go. This one's for you, Midnight, since you're here, and I'll start loading the other stuff. Just in time. If Skull, I will say his name like that now, makes puns or jokes like Skeletor, I'm leaving. I don't think he's not the one to throw puns unless it's to get under somebody's skin. If he can get a reaction out of you, then yeah. But otherwise, no. Also, Midnight, since you're here, and you also know who this is in the context. This is also like all the things that my Animal Crossing island is based around. So I use my Animal Crossing island. It's just like a fun diorama to use as placeholders for the world building and whatever. I thought it'd be fun. And it was. It made me go back to Animal Crossing. But yeah. I gotta send to you later, Midnight. I'm looking intently. I'll send you later some other concepts that we got, but those are too early to be shown here, given that it's Project 3. More for you, Midnight. This was like the first concept that Kuba had in mind. Also, I'm reminded because I meant to ask you about the stuff I sent over. You never sent it over though. I went, the weekend happened, and then like I thought you were writing more. I've got some people also asking me for feedback on other stuff, but given how you homie and your stuff is probably shorter, I could probably go over that quicker. Oh look, here's a funny drawing. Unrelated to my original projects, but related to the channel. It's a burb. The budget I have for Prime 4 just went into more dread. It's the sad part. Legitimately sad for me. Let me check my files at home then, because I might have split the file. I forgot the second part actually sending it. Just send them both together, and that way might be easy. And then just remind me what's the type of feedback that you're looking for, so I can have that in mind. If you have a gist that might help me just like frame my mind, then fine. But if it's about Magic and the others, then no need. I do remember. Yeah. Can't stay me like that, Midnight. Alright, enough of that. Let me actually load the game now. But yeah, if anybody has any questions or concerns or suggestions, I'm all ears. Feel free to DM me. And all. It's about the usual suspects. Also, I'll probably just be like, does this make sense? Alright. Just remind me what is the context that you want me to double check to me to see, does it make sense? Let me guess, this character is inspired by Elmo? No. No. What are we playing today? So today I was gonna play Gravity Rush and Crow Country. A little bit of both. Does Blue play 007 on the N64? No, she's too busy. She's too lazy playing Yoshi's Story or Kirby's or Kirby 64. Red will be playing 007 though. Because she does have a golden eye. I knew you were gonna go for that joke, which is why I tried to write it. Wait, like actually Gravity Rush, or is it Gravity Circuit? Oh wait, yeah, Gravity Rush. Sorry, Gravity Circuit. I meant Circuit, not Rush. My bad. I do love Gravity Rush. I do love Gravity Rush. I do love Gravity Rush, but not that one. My bad. I didn't mean to say Circuit. This is that my brain auto defaulted to cat. Does the final boss transform? Well, it's a show, so I don't know if we have a final boss. Or I wouldn't call it a final boss, more like a final fight. But yeah, is there another name that starts with another game that starts with Gravity? Gravity Rush, Gravity Circuit. I can't really think of much that starts with it that starts with Gravity, but I think all you have to do is probably go to like Steam and type the word Gravity. Gravity Falls, the old browser game. Right. But yeah, Chad, thanks for tuning in and looking at the stuff. I would, whatever thoughts you might have towards it are welcome, because you guys are in fact part of the focus group and target audience and stuff like that. So your feedback is always welcome, always appreciated, and always helpful. So, and giving how that project means a big personal deal to me, it'd be even more welcome than all that stuff. Salutations, Kai. They're available missions. Oh wait, sorry, Colonel. I need to freshen up on my buttons real quick. I've been playing too many different games. By the way, doesn't kernel mean something? Yes, a computer kernel. It's written this. All of their names are computer jokes. But basically, a kernel is like the core of a computer's operating system. So it's like, without the kernel, you don't have a computer, because it's basically what lets you interact with the computer or the hardware components and stuff like that. So that's why it's called a kernel in that same regard. I believe Kai and the other circuits are also part of like computer or machine components, so. I aged back 10 years, remember playing Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and Disney XD browser Flash games. Yeah, me too, man. Though most of my Flash games were like on Newgrounds, to be honest. Is Kai a machine-related word? I think so. Or at least an anagram, but I can't really remember. My IT knowledge doesn't stand that deep. Oh my gosh. Hello again, I just wanted to say hi. Me and the skill issue will be hanging around for now. Love, muscle memory. Welcome, Gravity Circuit. Your combat encounter records have been updated. Feel free to use these facilities to hone your skills. The ones I liked were on a mini clip and addicting games, though I did frequent the Cartoon Network Flash games often. Yeah. I aged 12 years remembering Newgrounds, playing zombie games, Resident Evil, and the Metroid Flash games. Yeah. Move faster. And slide longer. After finish right now. Oh, Midnight, by the way, we have, I don't know if you're still in the chat. If you are, we have, Evil She. By she, I mean Epion. She's got an evil partner now. One brings shadow, one brings light. Salutations, guy. Alright, so we got Power Plant, City Center, Junkyard, or Steelworks. I'm feeling like Junkyard. I like the cut of this guy's chip, or this gal's chip. Our raiders have picked up some individual activity at a nearby junkyard. As far as we can tell, something is reanimating various junk there. This suggests the presence of Trace, one of the rebel servants. If left unchecked, the virus army might soon get some spooky reinforcements. So go out there and stop those junk bots. Make sure you don't leave any behind, because, well, I don't like the idea of such spooky things roaming about. Spooky, alright, so I picked the right stage then. Ooh, they got a cloak and everything. A Shadowbringer and a Lightbringer? Is there anything Final Fantasy XIV related in the Recollection project? Not really. There's a few things in like, that I've used 14 as a reference point in terms of the writing, because Shadowbringer's writing is just so on a different level, especially with how they built the world and the characters and the Dwarven and stuff. But that's basically more or less it. It'd be no different than like saying, oh yeah, there's like Ghost in the Shell on it. You know, aspects. Coming with me, Buster. I feel like I probably already missed a secret. I like this game a lot because it kind of reminds me of the things I liked about Code Button, with the fact that like their stages and mechanics are simple to learn, hard to master. And so like there's a lot of encouragement on replayability. Dive kick. Remember playing Code Bunny a year ago? Yeah. After the Prime 4 video, I thought about going back at it and updating the video I was gonna do. Because there's more content along the way. And there's a part of me that kind of maybe wants to do it with that so I could help promote the new content, because the game was so fun that the new content that I was able to be giving sort of a preview of what's in the works by Levy and her team was very interesting. And now that like that new version is closer to completion, it's all the better thing. So if not, I was just gonna be Crow Country. So like the next 2 videos after that will probably be Crow Country and or that, alongside finishing some other videos I had pre-worked before the Great Migration of Eximo. Yes, you can throw enemies like in Mischief Maker. Yeah, Code Bunny is getting new content, completely free by the way. Of course. It was pretty cool when I got to stream it because I had Levy, the director of the game, or one of the developers, as in the co-host, and it was pretty fun. But unfortunately, you know, soon after that, a lot of things happened, and I had to like adjust again. But yeah. I think that this way might be better, because like maybe the channel will get some more traction again, because hey, I'm back making a video about Metroid, and then that way I could use that to promote more indie games, which is what I'm playing nowadays anyways. I'm more excited nowadays about the partner show, the Nintendo Direct partner showcases, than I am about a Nintendo Direct proper. Yeah, I got to talk with the Code Bunny developers. I still chat with them on occasion. They knew my channel. They were fans of the channel, so I felt really, you know, super cool. But yeah, they're super cool. Their game is really fantastic, and like, you know, if they had the proper budget and all this stuff to get everything out of the way, they probably would have been done with the updates they wanted to do for the game a while back. But you know, better late than never. So yeah, I was fortunate enough to be able to have one of the devs on the stream, on the co-host chair when I streamed that last year. So yeah, it's also fun because like it's also a little bit easier for me because like with the Metroid Prime 4 video out of the way, I could just now actually go into talking about the other games that I feel filled that lack of a Metroid Prime void that I had. That giving this how my feelings with Prime 4 that you all are very aware of. I can't talk today. Then yeah, I feel like, alright, if you like Metroid and the world building and the lore and all this other stuff, then you might get a kick out of these games, even if they're not trying to be Metroidvania or Metroid Prime experiences. A lot of the spirit from what a Metroidvania is can be felt in them. Oh, sweet. But yeah, once this, the current reread I'm having from the script is over, I'll probably send it, like I said, to Gateway to some other people for just second opinion, peer review, in case I got anything wrong, or if there's something I forgot. Yes, there was a writer kick attack button in Code Bunny. If you played as Axel and you charged his meter by bouncing on enemies and not getting hit, you could then unleash, similar to like how it works here, where with the EX, the burst techniques, it's the same with Axel, and one of them was just a rider kick, diagonal and everything. Though I liked playing as Haze. In the times I've gone back and replay the game, I just like playing Haze a lot more. Because her fighting style is just more my alley. Risk versus reward, big damage. Whoa! Cool. Shoryuken. Oops, chicken. Gain burst energy by attacking or killing enemies. Gain the ability to jump again in midair. We didn't die there. Took me a while to beat this guy, but I feel like you'll beat him quicker than I did. Oh, I put too much faith in him, but we'll see. There's like a secret there, or so it seems, in the map. The pallet chip I have is that I get like infinite slide, I believe. Oh. I thought there was a secret in one of these because of the map when I died. But maybe it was beforehand. The pallet just lets me infinite slide. I think the map is telling me that there's a secret. Where would it be? Should have fixed this now. I really like the look of this guy. There we go. Yeah, maybe there's a breakable wall. I'm trying to look for it, but it looked like it goes down. But I haven't seen anything that looks like a breakable surface, and it looked like before I went to the boss. Oh well. I think it had more tries on this guy than you did, so good job. Thanks, man. Did I mention how much I like the mobility in this game? If I did, I'll do it again. Oh, this reminds me of Cataracts. The way you go down in the first rooms. Oh, you didn't miss much at Mewtwo except for the skill issue, of course. I just don't know where to go. Mackenzie hasn't told me what to do. Hey Sam. Death Stranding? Sam! This is Deathman. The new game is on PC. So now you can Death Strand 2 and see how Clifford Hunger. No, I meant to go to. Oops. Oh well. Spooky man. Well, if it isn't the hero. I don't suppose you could stop with all the commotion. I'm trying to work here. I can't have your junk bots roaming around the city, Trace. Junk bots, you say? You never were a very considerate one, were you? Oh, it's a woman? Even without them, you would just try to take me down all the same. Isn't that right? So, perhaps I shall persuade you to reconsider. I like spooky though. I mean... Whoa. Ah, I almost had him. Or her. This fight is cool though. All of the boss fights are pretty fun. I like how like distinct the mechanics are that fit with the theme of the location and the type of circuit that you're fighting. Not to mention the signs of the circuits themselves. Oh, it can do spooky balls. Oh, it's invincible. She's invincible. My bad. Hey! That was fun. That was fun. And here I was, just trying to raise my own army. Only so much to lose, the scrap kept it in the end. Good luck out there, on your own. Explosion! Yay, explosion! I remember strong a lot with Trace's super attack until I realized I could just walk slowly. Returning to base. I don't think I got that palette. Take a guess how many tries I had before I beat Trace. 10? Like, just wait until I can get my hands on this on the Switch, and when Kobani is eventually, hopefully, on the Switch, I won't stop. Good work out there. That should put a stop to those ghastly bots. Something buzz in. Wow, I was lucky. Not that I was scared of them or anything, of course. Let me know when you're ready to tackle the next mission. Alright, but first I need the lure for Megan. Ah, you've been missing. I heard you confronted the patch circuit. Grace always was an inventive, tinkering away with her creations. She had grand ambitions with her constructs, always pushing forward. However, this obsession often interfered with her duties. Every so often, she was supposed to provide aid to those who needed it, but she was too busy to give them any attention. This is why Guardians Corp's HQ got its own medbay eventually. Stand in place and recover some health. Ooh. Create a shield around you that will absorb an attack. Cool. And I mostly fought these guys in order in some way, except I thought Cable first. Oh, there's like an order like in Mega Man? Like, sort of like, quote-unquote, at least in this case. Crazy amount of burst energy you gain. Burst energy to hell. The burst gauge is full. This also seems good. Because I did first was the hacker one. Because he looked purple. I'm like, I like purple. Oh, thank you for rescuing me from those awful jawpole junk bots at the Junkyard. Their ghastly appearances overwhelmed my logic circuits, effectively paralyzing my servos. I wanted to scream, I wanted to run, but I just couldn't. Thankfully, you found me just in time before it was too late. Your bravery and courage is truly inspirational, awe-inspiring even. I could learn a lot from you. Shock has no mouth, but he must scream. When the other one is going to be wearing a mask, but they wear no mask. Hold up a minute. Alright, give me 5 minutes, Chess. I have to take a quick BRB. I'll be right back. Won't be long. Alright, I'm back. Okay. Oh well, the virus arm is still up and down. Yeah, I didn't get that. I didn't get it. Oops. Alright, so Steelworks, power plant, city center. I'll go to the power plant because this guy reminds me more of a Kamen Rider. The city's main power plant has been seized by the virus army. That wasn't bad enough. The Rebel Circuit cable has been sighted in the air. With him around, there is a risk he might destroy the main generator. We ourselves can't survive with our backup generator, but the city streets will look awfully dark during the night. Take on this mission? Sprite work is so cool in this game. The presentation, the music, the animations, everything. The controls. Last year I went to, I had the advantage of traveling to New York City. New York City! And I found like the collector's edition of this game in a secondhand shop. But it was way too expensive. Same as like, I saw Signalis, I saw Sea of Stars, which just wanted to buy physical copies of these indie games that I like, just to, because they usually bring like a fun little thing. I just want to have it on my shelf, but no. It was too pricey. So I just bought Xenoblade X instead. To be fair, I was probably the one guy at the Nintendo store in New York who knew what the heck this game was. Because like, they were stuck at the first Tyrant boss. At the very beginning baby starting area of the game. And I just like, stepped in and handled it myself. I took some stickers for some people I knew that lived there and they were fans of the channel. So I got them like a free exclusive sticker. It's not on the store. It's nothing too special, mind you. That felt much simpler than the one before. Well, much more straightforward. Keeping my eye open for the secrets. Were you or Con or something in New York? No, I was at one of my an old project I did, an animated project. I was in. So there's a MoMA museum in New York, and they were screening one of the. There's like a film family stuff, and they were screening one of my animated projects. So they invited me over to like just be there, be part of the forum and stuff like that. So I went there for like a weekend. Got to see my stuff being displayed in the museum, and then just went back home. Picked up Xenoblade X along the way. It was literally like a day after the game had come out, so it was like a double combo for me and stuff like that. I also got the chance to just show them the concept art and the stuff that I showed you guys before the stream started, so it was nice getting some thoughts from like those people that work in the museum. So it was it was very fun. I felt very happy and very excited. So yeah, it was. If I had stayed longer or went for a con and stuff like that, I probably would have made an announcement or a video, but it was like a silly thing. The game is louder than me? Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know, Mewtwo. Sorry about that.
Is this better?
My audio monitoring stuff wasn't working. That's also the other technical difficulty I had, so thanks for letting me know though. But yeah, you know, the MoMA Museum in New York had like a limited time sort of event, and they were screening some various like family friendly animated projects and stuff. And I had done an animation a while back. Yeah, they wanted her to screen it, so I sent them a files, and then they invited me over if I was able to go, and so I did. Do you like it when games hints at you that there's unbreakable walls or floors in this game? Yes. I'm glad that I don't have to suffer with a Metroid. I have to bomb every single block type of thing, you know? Hey Samus, this is Tokavi. I heard from Mackenzie and Armstrong that you were on streaming platform. Anyways, have I either talked with you about our Lord and Savior, Solon, the guiding light? May Solon guide you. I remember something about this area. It's like, I feel like I would have liked if the campsite conversations with Tokavi just told you more about like the culture behind Solon or any particular events and how that's tied to, because the scans say that like his fave on Solon usually puts him at odds with his work, but you don't get any of that feeling from like the way that he talks about it at the campsites. Speaking of Mackenzie. With that said, if I ever like had the opportunity to meet any of the voice actors in this game, I would definitely would love to meet them, show them my appreciation for just being a part of a Metroid game, all things considered. Because like I said, I don't really blame anybody who worked in the game or had to do something with it. They got the short end of the stick. Looking memes when you can, all right. I'll probably do it after this stage. I'll do a little meme break while I swap games. Oh shit. Nice die. Secrets. I also like the gimmick in this stage. Oh, I almost had it. Ooh. Nice. Can I tell you a secret in this stage? I think there's a breakable ceiling after a breakable wall that you broke, but you can check that later if you want. Oh, I mean, yeah, if there's secrets near me, let me know. And if not, after I'm done with all these guys, I don't mind like going back and finding all the secrets and the things I missed. You're coming with me, Buster. Shock him. feel like my uncle would love this game. He played a lot of Mega Man, like, back in the NES days. Never thought of doing that. I usually just punch through those guys to save a civilian. Well, I also have like the ability that makes me invincible while I slide. On the skin that just makes me like slide almost indefinitely, so. Turtle! Cross turtle! Alright. Well, I also missed the color for this one. So, you finally came. Cable, step away from the main generator. The city needs it. Now, Worthless Town? What exactly do you wish to power there? The Guardian Corps' pathetic defense systems? Giving me the cold shoulder, huh? Very well. Let's get on with it. Cable. Dude, as you know, cables are also PC parts. There we go. Die. Nice. So be it. The generator is yours. It doesn't matter. What do you do with it? Yeah, it was first try. He didn't... yeah. I'm honestly as impressed as you are, Dusty. I guess we'll have time for... Well, maybe instead of doing one more stage, I can go back to another stage and try and find the secrets. 100% great. That was... I'm impressed by myself. Oh no, Colonel is sick. Commander, the circuits. And I did fight this guy first, and maybe that's why I struggled. I feel like I had a lot of more health. Like, of course, it snowballs in your favor when you get more health and more EX bursts. So I was able to use the Shoryuken to just like juggle him in the corner. Colonel, sir, you're doing that thing again. Should I call the medic? I'm fine. Just a little shaken by the recent events, that's all. But, keep this just between the two of us. But sir, it looks like it could be serious. Pat, are you disobeying my order? No, sir. Understood. Sir. No, what do you mean something bad's gonna happen to Colonel? Good work out there. The power plant is safely back under our control. Now the citizens do not have to worry about working in the dark. Let me know when you're ready to tackle the next mission. Ah, you've been busy. I heard you confronted the power circuit. Cable was always a bit of a loner, keeping his distance. Whether it was pride or arrogance, he preferred to do things alone. It was all about doing things his way. This, his way, that. His way this, his way that. Even when there was nothing particularly special about his methods. At times he could even be called a workaholic. That means he didn't have to spend time with others. Oh. Release balls of energy in an arc. Stay in place and create a damaging sphere. Right. Sigma virus? I mean malaria ware. Malaria ware. Doesn't belong here, but at least I can do finishing in peace as soon as the inspiration strikes me again anyways. Stand still, please. Oh. Which stage? We might as well do the one that we just did. Breakable ceiling near the boss floor. Oh. Hey, Samus. Oh, no. No, Mackenzie.
No. Come on, man. I'm trying to be your friend. No.
You can never be alone. I was trying to load the Akira meme I did with Mackenzie, but I guess it's best if I just start from the beginning. Dusty, do you know if I have to fight the cable guy again to keep the color, or like once I collect the color, can I just go back to base? It's here. Oh. Wow, yeah, it was just there. Well, let's try it out. Assuming I can even just return to base. Reload, last checkpoint. Well, given how... Given how I don't see. Yeah, I think I gotta finish this stage. Which isn't really a problem, given how short these stages are. Very Mega Man-esque that way, I guess. Guardando. What is the longest Mega Man stage ever throughout the series? I don't really know. I wouldn't really be able to. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you that type. Like I played Mega Man, but not nearly enough to like know those answers. I have a friend Tom who probably answer those questions because he loves Mega Man as much as I love Metroid. So. Maybe I'll ask him, see if he knows from the top of his head. Or, like, if there's one that he in particular thinks is like, oh yeah, this one feels the longest. I'd be inclined to say that maybe some of the Super Nintendo games have longer stages. Assuming we're not also including Mega Man Zero, because I remember those stages being long. Alrighty, so remember the breakable ceiling. So remember the breakable ceiling after the breakable thing I told you about? Yes, but I don't remember when or where. And I know that the stream delay doesn't help. It was before the checkpoint you went, but I collected the. I think I collected the art, the color thing. Yeah, I think it did. I looked up a guide that just tells me the location of them, but it puts it behind a spoiler for like all the stages. So I just clicked on this one and just showed me an image where it is, but it doesn't tell me exactly like, oh, it's near this checkpoint or near that other checkpoint. Like, I'd rather if you guys can tell me than having to look it up, of course, but I'm just trying to save us some time by at least having a general idea of what I'm looking for, so I can then like speed run through the rest of the stage. I don't know, I felt like it made the most sense. The fact that I collected the guys blind is more like of a satisfying victory for me. I'm not done with you yet. Come back here. I wish I had played the cutscene so I could read it in Spanish. Guardando. Bienvenido de vuelta. Avísame cuando desees partir de nuevo. Oh, bueno, mientras el ejército ejército vírico todavía siga por ahí, no me queda mucho que hacer salvo esperar aquí y pintar. Al menos me ayuda a distraerme de los horrores que hay ahí afuera. Pero no es lo que importa. Estás aquí para una nueva capa de pintura, ¿verdad? Muy bien. Quédate quieto, por favor. Un espectro sorprendentemente verde. Te hace la habilidad de rayos de energía. Vale. Energía con los ataques para cuando los descargas esta aplicación no son suficientes. Oh. Alright, now just check out for this one. Teal, green, blue, gray. I'm assuming it's gray. Breakable ceiling. Oh, I think this is the one you were trying to tell me about, Dusty. Verdadero. Misión completada. In Trace's stage, it was like there's this guy with a shield shooting at you, but above him there's like a ceiling. So I just went up that ceiling that I just completely ignored in my other run. So this is the one I think you mentioned about being a I got crushed. Crushed again. They changed the subtitles to Spanish during the last stage. Again. Oh yeah, I see it. There it is. Oh, okay, this is gonna be tough. Yep. Whoop. Whoop. No. Can't get me. Oh. I really do like the music in this stage. Hey, I died. But I got the skin. So now we can just focus on finishing the stage. Poop. No! No! I got greedy with the speed. Alright, after I'm done with this stage, I'll swap to a little bit of Crow Country for a bit at least. Nope! Up, punch, 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 punch. Sweet, punch, yeah. Mother bitch. Oh! If you want to have a terrible drinking game, when you play Crow Country, take a shot for every time a crow goes, oh! You will die. Wait, is this like a shortcut? Oh my gosh, I think it is. Oh no, it's just another cigarette. Oh, I thought it was like a... I was like, oh dude, sweet, this got like a shortcut that lets you skip all that annoying part, but nope. That's how you pronounce Spooky Bird Town 64. Oh! Alright, the boss, there's the mini boss around. Alright, here we go. Oh, Jelly draws my below it. The extra damage from this color is really cool. Like, eviscerated. Especially if you do the up, because I think it counts it's counting my kick, plus like the little projectile trails that I leave after my attacks. Oh, I thought it was cool. Probably because the single eyes is the... Probably because the single eye is why this reminds me of EVA 000. But just a buff manly man's machine. I guess, yeah. I see what you mean. Whoa! I don't plan on doing that. I have somewhat alcohol tolerance, but I don't want to test out the limits again. But it'll be funny. There's not a lot of crows in Crow Country. What are you talking about? By the way, if you spam your base punch attacks fast enough, you can shoot lemons like Mega Man. Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, there's no in Crow Country. No. I don't know why would you think there'd be crows in Crow Country making crow noises. It's just funny how the map, this menu, because Spanish words are so long and the writing is so much longer that you cannot fit it as neatly as like English. Which is what also happens to me when I'm writing my scripts. I do think that English is like the easiest from the languages that I at least know fluently. It's like way easier to surmise things. A spooky gray that makes melee burst techniques drain foes' health. It's quite grim. That is cool. So I could just steal health with this. So if I do melee bursts, I heal. Cool. Alright. That's it for this segment of Become the Leech. Alright. I'm gonna swap games real quick. Oh, Hildy. Hildy, my man. Can you inspect us real quick? Alright. Awesome. Save and quit. Awesome. Alright. Ba-bam. I don't know how long I'll play Crow Country, but another one of the reasons I wanted to play it is, like I said, I want to do a video on it, just to get into the flow of non-Metroid related videos. And Crow Country is like a shorter game than something like Signalis, with a much more straightforward story than Signalis that might be make for like an easier test about a video, and then eventually do one about Signalis and Gravity Circuit and all these other games. But my Elgato software doesn't want to... There we go. Man, I could really just keep playing Gravity Circuit. I'm not gonna lie, that game is so fun. One of these days I'll buy it on Switch when it's like on sale. As Mewtwo says jokingly, but he's not wrong, I just play the same 4 or 5 games. But because I guess I'm more of that, like, I'd rather just get better and master something. Oh yes, your funny memes. Unfunny memes. Sorry. Thanks for reminding me. I was looking it up. I was just setting this up. Oh, this is Valhalla. This is not Crow Country. I was playing Valhalla last night with Croco, who hasn't seen Valhalla before, so... Looking for the memes or film memes? All right, let me save these, and we'll do a quick meme shit post Mewtwo, these. Don't worry, I'm about to show them. There's memes that Mewtwo posted for on the server that are regarding streams or the channel. I was going to list a few indie games that would scratch that classic Resident Evil itch, but forgot their names. Lost to no recollection. Okay, this beat reminds me a bit of Shin Megami Tensei 1.
Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Nocturne.
Alright, here's one. These are all... Oh, the meme... These are made by Mewtwo. The context of the meme is Mackenzie. It's Mackenzie. That's the context you'll get for the meme. These are all Mackenzie, or most of them Mackenzie related. Gosh. These are so silly. And here's the other. If I got a smile out of people, I'm happy. Yeah, you're getting at least a smile out of me. These are so silly. I could probably composite so I could put like Mackenzie and Tokabi, and then they're holding like the Zolan book. And then the last one. It's the same one, but server. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Nocticate? This one's my favorite, just because of the fucking infinite fusion. Your humor is something else, Mewtwo. Alright. Praise Nocticate. I mean, Mewtwo, the question is, would you prefer Infinite Fusion Johto or Digimon? Oh, they updated this to 2024. I thought this was a 2023. I know I had a patch, so... Probably Johto, if I'm honest. Then sure, well, I'll do Johto then. Huh. No, I guess it's a 2024 game. I'm just mistaking it for Armored Core, I guess. I don't know anything about Digimon. I watched, like, the first 4 seasons of Digimon when they were airing on Fox Kids and stuff. I never caught on here. Oh, it was pretty big where I was growing up, but after, like, season 3 or season 2, I think more season 2, it started to, like, die down. Technically, Digimon probably did a lot more official fusions than Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, yes. I mean, Pokemon has what? The 2 official fusions? Kyurem and Necrozma? Unless I'm missing another Pokemon that fused with another Pokemon? Because you don't really fuse Shelder with Slowpoke for, like, evolving, even though, like, yeah, lore-wise, yes, but, like, gameplay-wise, no. Those 2, yeah. Technically, that Horse King Pokemon. The one with the big noggin. Calyrex? Rabbit King? Hold up, I gotta look at these. I gotta look up that Pokemon. Had a decent story. Calyrex. What the fuck? What? Why is his head like that? Why his head? Why his head like that? I feel like I could just like, like grab it and just like explode it, Let me swap users. Sup, chat? It's me, King Dorfio. Oh, how's everybody doing? It's psychic. Okay, it was like folktale deity that helped all people. Oh, that's nice. I'm just talking about the design. The design seems kind of like, what are the? Oh, there's horses. Oh, this is from the DLC. Okay, no wonder I never seen this guy before. Sword and Shield DLC. I didn't. No, I did not buy the Sword and Shield DLC because I didn't think it was worth $30. I bought this instead. This wasn't even out by then. I bought other indie games. Oh. So he can ride one of two horses. Yeah, this is the other thing. Like because they never come back into the story. That's why I'm kind of like lost, I guess. I like how the hard difficulty is called Murder of Crows. Hey, Brain, if you're looking at this. Crow Country. Spectrier or something similar. So are there two legendaries and you just put the bunny on the horse? Yeah, a group of crows is called the Murder Crows. If anyone asks, my name is Mara Forest. Special Agent Forest. That's me. Don't forget. Don't mess it up. I like that when I'm looking for Crow Country in my game, it just gives me Cross Country USA instead. It did the little, you know how when you start a Resident Evil file and it goes like Resident Evil? Well, in here, it does a similar effect, but it doesn't say Crow Country, so you said Crow Country instead. It was a touching DLC story. Oh, tell me more, Mewtwo. I also really recommend Crow Country. If you like old style survival horror games, absolutely one of my favorites. Missing Persons Report, Atlanta Police Department. Edward Crow. Last seen by Mr. Tolman. Crow Country Estate, and this is how he looks like. Sadly, the last good thing I can say I enjoyed in Galar, and lastly, Arceus. Natalie Crow. Reported by Natalie Crow, relation missing to the missing daughter. Reported to Officer Detective Harrison James. This is my police file. It's the trunk of my car. There's something important stored in there. That's my box of ammo, handgun ammo. I like how there's a security camera already there looking at us. I played Arceus. I finished Arceus, but I didn't feel anything different than when I played other Pokemon games with it, if I may. One thing I will say about this place, the tickets have always been pretty cheap. A ticket booth. I have no intention of buying a ticket. Looks like somebody dropped it. It's just funny seeing how the Pokemon Company confirmed my suspicions about Arceus and the other Legends games and Paldea and now Winds and Waves. All being, we want to do Xenoblade X. It's a board of ticket prices. There's like screenshots of the concept that they do for the pitch, and it's just Xenoblade X screenshots. Like Elma's in it. And I'm just here laughing. This place used to be fairly popular with locals. There's nobody there. It's a trash can. It's full of trash. Medkit. Nice. What's that? It's a diagram of a video game controller. I could check this from the pause menu too. Oh! 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 Let's be fair, if I ever had if I ever owned like an amusement park or I built one, it probably would be like this, like bird themed. From what I remember, it was a deity that was getting its power from people's belief of it, and in turn helping them with crops and preventing hardship. But as their beliefs faded as time ravaged on, it grew weaker. Its deed left it, and it became incredibly weak, relying on the protagonist to help it remind the people Legends was true. You plant special crops, its horses like to help it get back at them, and it challenges you when it gets OP again. Oh, that's pretty cool though. When I like it when I miss it when Pokemon games like tied the adventure to like the mythos and the culture that was sort of tied to the legendary. Which is probably why I liked Black and White 1 so much. I also love this piece of ambient track. Oh, a backpack. It's a backpack. UFO Tour 1988. It's empty. Did somebody lose it? There were Easter eggs to its lore in the DLC. What do you mean? Which DLC teased what lore? Or is it like the main game Galar had teases for it? Yeah, I suppose Calyrex would actually feel like an actual legendary. Yeah, because there's an actual legend behind him, you know? Last real mystery gift like event I felt. Like, I'm surprised that with Paldea being based on a school and all this other stuff, that they never really had, like, history class as part of your story. You're learning more about the lizard guy or whatever. And then, like, you're just playing a video game, and then out of nowhere, Area Zero. And so you're like, oh, whoa. Rather than it, like, alright, this is all leading up to that in a lore sense. I'm still confused about Koraidon and Miraidon being legendaries. Me too, and I don't know how to process that, but I'm also like the wrong person to ask. The DLC has nods to Calyrex without the event explaining it. Sweet. If only I could just like play that without having to pay the $60 for Sword and Shield, you know. Beyond Magazine. Strange sightings at random theme park. Aspiring paranormal photographer Arthur Mall sent in a Polaroid he took while exploring the abandoned amusement park, Crow Country. Could this thing possibly be real, or is it just another hoax? Here at Beyond Magazine, we're not convinced. Try a little harder next time, Arthur. And that's the picture Arthur sent. But then again, there were a group of ancient evil legendaries in Paldea. Yeah, but I took that as like, you know, oh, back to Silly Angel. I mean, ah! I don't need to go right now, thankfully. Something's blocking it. Yo, you need help, guy? Also, Gan, you say a hard G? Can you say a hard G? How do you want me to say a hard G? Like angel? Because in Spanish it's angel. Look, verb. Ah! Gary. Yeah, angel. Angel. I would have to hear how you say it, because through text I don't know what's the pronunciation. Angle? Angel? Some kind of dead animal. You can't make out any features. The last one. I already forgot. I have the memory span of a burb. And not a crow. Americans always struggle? Well, I take offense of that as somebody who lives in the Americas. As a kid, I was always confused by that, because, like, you know, the continent is America. I lived in America. So, like, when I traveled, so it's like, all right, I'm going to los Estados Unidos, which is United States. But then, like, everybody says America, and I'm like, but that's also us. English speakers making it global. Yeah, I guess. Oh wait, I forgot to show you guys the big crow. Oh. You're a Latin American, at least to me. At least to my cultured ass. Yeah, I am. Or am I? I'm from space. It's a big crow. Hello, Mr. Crow. I'm looking for your boss. Do you know where he is? Ah. Ooh. Space Latin America has sports into Space Australia too. Yeah, and also Space Britain. What's this? 2106. Is that Australia? But in space. The name's Raycoom, and it rhymes with doom. Murder.exe activating. This cell is comprised by 2 4% Goku. These parameters are acceptable. I think it's written in blood. Is it a code or something? I hope you're happy that I'm always saying, oh! Now every time there's a crow now. Also a man of culture, I see. Yeah, I mean, was there ever... wasn't my... haven't my streams been enough? I did a shitpost. If you never saw it, Mewtwo, I could send it to you. But it was like a DBZ of Rich joke that was just Gabe and I in a nutshell. but it's the Android 17, like... yeah, he doesn't care too much about Cloud. Maybe if it was Samus. Did he say Samus? Just focus on your birds, buddy. Acquire birds. I think it's broken. Oh, look, it's another creepy picture. Oh. Ah. Sir, what happened here? What? Who? My name's Mara Forrest. I'm here to help. They attacked me. All I wanted was proof. What's your name? Arthur Mole. I just needed a clearer photo. A photo of what? Who attacked you, Arthur? Those things, I don't know. Those people, they saw me and... Alright, stay calm. You're bleeding quite badly. What do you say your name was? Mara. Come on, I think I should take you... come on, we should take a look at your leg. Give me my healing item. These guys can die, by the way. Thanks. I still feel kind of bad. Come on, let's move you to somewhere safe. You don't look too heavy. I took him to my car. It's a Ford Fiesta. 1988 Ford Fiesta. With a V8 liter engine that gives it 400 horsepower. Move Arthur to my car. He'll be saved there for now. I'm sorry for my terrible Jeremy Clarkson impersonation. I've been watching too much Top Gear again with my brother. Moving Arthur lets you see this note he has underneath him. So if you have the, like, one of the cool things about Crow Country, as it is the case with a lot of spooky games, is like if you know the answers to the puzzles, you can ignore a lot of other things and just like go beeline towards the puzzle answer. So like it helps encourage multiple playthroughs with that, especially if you finish the game. It adds like a Crystal Crow hunt mode, so you play the game, but there's 42 Crystal Crows to be found, and destroying all of those gives you more secrets. And then depending on your rating at the end of the game, you unlock also more items that you can use in your subsequent playthroughs. So there's like at least a reason to do 3 runs of the game or stuff, and then you get to notice all the little details and foreshadows of what really is going on because you have the full picture. And there's a note on the floor. Tree Lady, 3184. Like, I'll give an example here. Like, there's this Tree Lady fairy over here. I think I remember. You have to talk to her? Or some kind of thrace you had to say. Hear me. Oh, great fairy of the fairest forest. Hear me, oh great fairy of the fairest forest. Welcome, child. Will you protect our precious natural world? I will. Follow me. Like, the solution to that puzzle is in a few rooms up ahead. But because I know the answer to the puzzle, I can just, you know, waltz in through. It's probably one of the few ones I actually remember from the top of my head. Doing so also does change how often or where do enemies spawn. So, like, if you have the added knowledge, you can really mess with the game. It's an engraved message. Those who seek the truth stare into the pure reflective water of the fairy pond. Well, it's very opaque at the moment, so I can't really see anything. It's a current. I think there's something behind it. An antidote. Yes, Mewtwo, another thing I can do, going back to the G, I can roll my R's, so I guess that goes without saying. Ventilator override. Do not touch. If there's anyone out there who's struggling to roll their R's and they want to do better, a good way to like give your tongue muscle memory about how to roll is like you put like milk powder on like the top of your mouth on the roof, and then you try and scrape it off with your tongue. There's a button. Nothing happened. There's a valve. Can be tightened. Oh shit. It is poison. Oh shit. Right. Puzzle. Oh my. We can do that here. We talk with hard R's. We don't have soft ones like the English speakers. I imagine as much. I've only the only people I've that I've been fortunate to like meet people from across the world, and from the ones that I've meet, only like native English speakers are the ones that I've noticed that struggle with rolling their R's. But you know, it's doable. It's a lot of fun. It's a dial and a lever. Oh, okay. I think I remember now. Oh, will you look at that reflection? Well, this is definitely not going to be an S-rank run, but it doesn't really matter. Oh my gosh, hold up. Got it. That's a long one. I gotta read that from the actual Twitch. Hey Samus, I was getting radio signals from a singularity from a black hole. Upon further inspection, we found it was a mocking that traveled to a different dimension in time to Earth. We suspect that the mocking is targeting a person named Amara Forrest. Being chosen related, this falls to your it falls to you to pursue them and prevent an event. Any objections, lady? Oh, I thought it was Mackenzie. It's Adam. The twist is that it was Adam at the end. It's a fairy from the tree. There she's holding a key. Come on, UI. Still bad. We can do that here too. We talk with hard R's. We don't have soft ones like English speakers. I do the bamboozle, so better story than Beyond, kind of. Yeah, I guess. Whoa, that closed. Spooky. There's a panel on the wall. A model of a crow with robot parts? The very last time I went to the theater with Ophelia, we saw an action movie about a cybernetic man from the future. I didn't really get it, but she loved it. She wouldn't stop talking about it. I got to work designing this cyborg crow, since I thought she'd like it. I was going to propose it to Edward as a new themed area for the park. After I lost Ophelia, I shelved the project. I think the eye is made of a laser sight. Magnum laser. There's also secrets in this game. Needless to say, I want to insert some mocking crow tomfoolery. No, it was a great view too. It was great. You bamboozled me thinking it was Mackenzie giving the lens. These are clues to other puzzles that are later in the game. Fortunately for you, you can review all of these within save rooms. my gosh, it's a spooky guy. No. Oh. I'm gonna get stimmed like crazy about because of this game, and I don't like that. Oh. 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 Bronze keyhole. Oh, and that opened that. Good thing I'm not any taller. It's like a digging site. Tolman's Records. This is the guy who last saw it work Crow. We hired a company to start excavating. It didn't go to plan. Problem 1. They spent too long setting up the site. Problem 2. There was already a paper trail forming. The whole point was to do this quickly and quietly. And then, the deal breaker. They started asking questions about the roots. They wanted to know the full size and shape of the thing they were excavating. They wanted to know what it was made of. They wanted to know how long it'd be there. No deal, obviously. They had to go. It's like a triple layer puzzle, I believe. I can't find the crank handle. It's because I borrow it. If you can't find the crank handle, it's because I borrow it. I used it to hide that big egg-shaped ruby inside of the haunted manor. Afterwards, I locked the crank handle in a safe in the southeast utility corridor. I used it to hide that big egg-shaped ruby inside the haunted manor. Alright. Afterwards. I think with this I can get into the second area. Full of trash. So the park itself is like subdivided. I still don't have a map into 4 or 5 different sections. One of them never really got built. Because of something bad happened. Ooh. It's a bucket. And I found a shotgun laser. Wow. It's a bucket. It's full of rocks. It's missing the handle. So yeah, we're missing a handle there. We're missing fuel for the flamethrower. And then we're missing a chain for the gears. Metal gears. Ah! It's a giant mushroom. It doesn't look very happy. Is this a door? I can't see a way to open it. Ah! Ah! There's gonna be a problem. These birds, man. Tips and tricks. Tips and tricks. More tips and tricks. So because I haven't gone to a particular like hallway, the enemies haven't spawned yet, but they'll spawn in due time if I do make more progress. So this is the part of the park that never got built. Cosmic Future. Coming summer 1990. It never did. Or 1980, I don't know. If you're looking for the machine chain, one of the swan boat people took it to fix a broken swan. I told them not to take it, and they took it anyways. You can't reason with swan boat people. The funny thing is, I'm starting to engrave your "ah" in my active memory. Ah. Shows the surrounding area. A map. So yeah, there you can see. There's 2 more sections that we haven't visited from the park. And here's how where Arthur broke himself into. And where he got like his cut. There's a hole in the fence. Looks like it was done with wire cutters. I think this is how Arthur got in. Seems like he cut himself on the fence. Nothing. Hey Ed, want some good news? I finally found a good site for a gold mine. It's in Para, northern Brazil. Brazil. Just like we wanted, there's a disguised mine here. The locals gave up on it years ago. It's still in decent shape, so it shouldn't be too much work to get it looking the part. Marv. Gold! Yeah, gold. It's a sign. Oh yeah, 1990. Oh, there's some wrens singing outside. And a kiskadi. It was supposed to be finished this year. Now it'll never happen. This is why I give this game a 10 out of 10. Yeah, mines. The great mines. It's an old cigarette machine. I'm not allowed to smoke. It's a big door. It's blocked from the other side. But I think that with the bronze key, I can just keep on going and not have much of the enemy spawn because I won't go through the hallway the game wants that. Can Samus translate that? Absolutely. She speaks Chozo. Well, the enemy spawned anyways. I need a crank for that. Should check the swans. Oh. Hey there, friend. You look all tall and stick-like. You can defeat enemies by exploring the red barrels. This is the haunted hilltop area. It's the spooky.
So spooky. Look at all the spooky.
Oh. There's a map. Sweet. It's a tent made of sticks. The entrance is blocked. Something is missing? What are you doing? Trying to get through this door. Oh, right. Is it locked? Obviously. Is there any other way around? It's possible. Right. I'll go have a look. Please be careful around the Haunted Manor bookcases. Read the book titles carefully. In fact, it'd be easier if you just don't touch them at all, okay? Why they're so chill if there's monsters running around? Because the monsters haven't, like, been in this area, so, like, as time progresses because of a story reason, the park will get much more infested with these spooky people. The Donjon, Witchwood, Haunted Manor, and the Crypt. They're loco. They're loco crazy. The Atlanta Globe, January 1987. South American gold mine linked to local landowner. Reports have emerged detailing the activities of a recently revived Brazilian gold mine. Apparently, the site, near the north coast of the state of Para, is currently operating as one of the most profitable gold mines in the Americas, selling to at least 2 major international companies. But why, you ask? Are we reporting this in the Atlanta? But why, you ask, are we reporting this in the Atlanta Globe? Well, it's recently surfaced that the gold mine in question is actually owned by local landowner and businessman Edward Crow. Most readers probably only know him as the eponymous owner of the Crow Country theme park here in Atlanta. And indeed, it seems there has been some effort to cover up Mr. Crow's connections to this profitable gold mine. While eyebrows are certainly being raised at this revelation, at least we finally discovered the source of Crow's vast wealth. Keeping calm is always wisest. I mean, butter toast, yeah. Then again, I suppose trying to be chill in a tense situation might help. Definitely. I mean, the number one rule is don't panic, right? It's a bloody sheet. There's something underneath. It's a compooper. Wait, have I ever told you about the Elysia PS1 indie game? Aliza? I don't... maybe. I'm not sure. Chad, any games you're thinking about getting on the Steam Spring Sale? We had a complaint from a parent about the depiction of alcohol in the mermaid cage. Of all the things to complain about, I told her it's not an alcohol bottle. It's a bottle of highly corrosive acid. That actually seemed to placate her. Yeah, like, they're walking in, like, what's a torture dungeon, and they're like, oh no, there's alcohol. An Iron Maiden. Yeah, I'll walk inside the Iron Maiden. There's a little button. Game over. Haha, no, it's not. It's more back streets. More back rooms, I mean. The power switch for the 4 periphery elevator is in Tolman's office. Yes, that's the other side of the park. Yes, that means you're in the wrong place. It's a box of Magnum ammo. It won't budge. Oh. A bird man? He's busy playing the game. Yes. I love this game. This is one of my favorite games ever. Honestly. Look, Burb. Goodbye, Burb. No, thank you. Oh, I gotta go to the staircase. Been 4 minutes since the lock. Oh! Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Gasoline. We're in the crypt. Don't shoot at me, please. Don't shoot at me. Don't shoot. Yeah, I'm getting... There's a shotgun aimed my way. Reading the gravestones, focus on the names. The birth dates and the death rates aren't important for you. Solina. It's a gravestone. Norbert Easley. This game suddenly got very North American. It's not in Weasley. I mean, it takes place in Atlanta. Atlanta, Georgia. Estelle. Alright, didn't run out of time. It's holding a shotgun. Here lies Ophelia, tragically drowned. Daughter, sister, human. Oh, man! It's in all caps. Is it John's shotgun takeable? don't think it's going to shoot me. Maybe I can use it. It's stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck. It broke. I guess it was just a plastic decoration. Yeah, this game is really much like that, where you're just like... Alright, is there anything else? So I sent you one of the indie games I can remember. Thanks, Brian. I'll check it out after the stream. Just gonna do like... Whoa! Yeah! Hello! Hey, buddy. Oh, shit. I destroyed the tombstone. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Gives Albert humor vibes? What is that supposed to mean? It opened when I disabled the trap. But when that brick wall was broken, I got pushed closed again. There must be something I can do. Handle. Hooray. Hey man, you can just destroy a tombstone like that. It's disrespectful to the dead. I'm talking to the monster. I don't know if the monster or I broke it. Staff memo. I left the shotgun in the submarine. Shark, 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 dolphin. At least I think that's the quickest way. I was never good at math. Is this collector? It's a collection of video game tips. Hey Ed, what's been going on? I finally set up the address you can use to send me the ore. If you label the contents as samples of geological interest, we can pass it off as an academic research thing. It's collection shipment once a week, and take it. I'll collect the shipments once a week and take them back up to the mine. Hold on to your hat. We're about to become the luckiest gold miner since 1848. Next time, try to talk it out. Not everything has to be resolved with violence. Consider the monster's point of view. Whoa! Did you guys saw that piece of gold just like I'd never seen that before. Yeah, it's funny that you say that, Mewtwo, given the context of the story, but we'll figure it out as we keep on playing. I don't want to spoil anything. It's a top-down, but more angled upward than the third-person games. It also inspired by a few Resident Evil spin-offs that I wish Capcom remade remastered. Yeah. So, I guess that from what we can see here, these gold bars are being dropped. They are, like, broken down by this machine. Kind of reminds me of a mortar and pestle. And then the gold is broken. It's a bunch of rocks and a funnel at the top. And then it like embeds the gold into the rocks. It's a coffee machine. I don't drink coffee. Good thing too, since I don't think it's working. Field trips. Gather the kids in a group outside the haunted manor. Choose an older kid. Get them to ring the doorbell. Nothing will happen. Laughter ensues. Then choose a younger kid and have them try. Quietly tell them the secret so they can't get the door to open. Impressed gasps ensue. The secret is to ring the bell a specific number of times. It's a gate cell. It's not locked. Why is there a cell in a theme park? A reminder that the piano in the haunted manor is not to be used for casual playing. It's wired to the halls, and the whole system is pretty fragile. If you're not a haunted manor staff, leave it alone. But if in North America, in that what's considered its home, according to the old red, white, and blues constitution, it can protect itself and its property. But Mewtwo, how do you know it's from North America in the first place? And if that's the case, then I can apply the same rights to and constitution to myself because I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm a police officer. Officer Mara Forrest. Tom B. Stone. The year Solene died. Is this some kind of clue? Solena. Didn't I see that name out somewhere else just a minute ago? I think it's one of this game's recurring numbers. Thought you were in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, but how do we know that these things are also from Atlanta, Georgia, USA? Solena. In 1872. You know? For all we know, they could be from Brazil. It's a crank handle. They live there, so it's their home. I'm gonna call my lodger's manager. That doesn't answer the question of where they're from. It's just deflecting. I think it operates the latch. Pull it. Oh boy. Hey. Finally. Hey, how do you get inside? I went through the crypt. There was this tombstone puzzle, and a shotgun, and this ticking clock. Okay, I didn't ask for your life story. Oh, sorry. I'm just kidding. You did good, alright? Now, there's work to be done. I don't think, so therefore I lose. I agree, Mewtwo. It's a glossy magazine. Oh, it's an adult magazine. Barf, no thanks. Look at all those PS1 ladies. What are you doing? Yeah, I think this is the best spot. The best spot? For what? I assume he uses that elevator, which is right over there and it's not working. Oh, I assume so he'll see it for sure. Are you talking about Edward Crow? Yeah. Hey, will you help me out with something? Sure. What do you need to do? I need to clear off these tables and then lay some documents. It won't take a minute. That'll do it. Thanks for the help. It says, for the attention of Edward Crow. That's actually a smart way of writing a big sign when you only got, like, limited papers and stuff, I guess. It's a newspaper. I remember, therefore I recollect. The Atlanta Globe, July 1988. Incident at local theme park. Parent Luke and Patricia Marshall decided to take their daughter Elaine to a local theme park for her 15th birthday. Crow Country, named after its owner, one Edward Crow, is a small amusement park only a few miles southeast of Atlanta. It's fair to say that it's been fairly popular with locals, but never really drew a big crowd of some of its larger competitors. The Marshall family were walking through the haunted hilltop section of the park when Elaine became separated from her parents. Around half an hour later, Elaine reappeared. She was visibly very upset, and a patch of blood marked the front of her t-shirt. It seemed it lay to wander into a restricted section of the park and encountered something or someone very dangerous. Yesterday, Atlantic Central Radio got a direct quote from Elaine herself, speaking from her ward at the Westview Hospital. There was a man in the cage. I meme, therefore I phony? Yes. The memes you did were very phony, Mewtwo. Thanks a lot. It's a photo. Aw, it's Elaine. Hey, Ghosty. Ghosty, since you've been in a Resident Evil mood, I highly recommend this game. Patient, Elaine Marshall. Date of birth? May 7th, 1973? Or is it July 5th, 1973? I don't know with the US. I def wanna if I got the time. Oh, it's way shorter than any of the Resident Evil games you've been playing. I'll just let you know. Injuries. Wound across the stomach and chest. Not healing due to bacterial infection. Attempt to identify the nature of the bacteria are still ongoing. Suspected cause of injury. Attacked with a wild animal. So unsubstantiated claim by the patient that she was attacked by a person. Treatment. Ongoing treatment of bacterial infection. Certainly no improvement shown. Patient also complains of ongoing headaches and queasiness. Further treatment pending legal agreement between Marshall family and third-party financer. Dr. Margaret Fielding, Atlanta Westview Hospital. And then a business card. Is Julie Barron, locally feared lawsuit attorney. 404-555-0129. Alright, therefore I Kemen. Wait, that sounds wrong. Watched JoJo today, therefore I'm now professional jockey. Oh, we were watching part 7 last night. Do you know what Sugeru is? No, I don't know what Sugeru is, chat. Oh. Now having to deal with Crimson Heads making Resident Evil 2 got almost like a Metroid for me level amount. Yeah, it's the same with Resident Evil 1. They're very Metroid in that regard, same as this. That takes care of Dad. Hopefully he'll see it. While I'm here, I'm going to take a look at the cell. Did you go in? Yeah, there's not much to see. Fair enough. Well, catch you later. Stay out of trouble, right? References. Well, here we are. The incident was closed down. The incident that closed down Crow Country. It happened right here. Do you notice that it's deep cleaned? Of course, that in itself is a form of evidence. You mean the fact that they had this room cleaned is proof that something happened? Something they want to cover up? Right. No smoke without a fire, they say. No bleach without blood. Oh, that's good. I'm gonna start saying that. It's okay. You don't need to stay. I'm sure you have places to be. Right. Right. You're looking for Edward Crow, aren't you? Do you know where he is? I want to get into his office. It's the northeast corner of the park, I think. Northeast. Sounds like you need to go past through the haunted manor. You can get the door open by ringing the bell. Once you're inside, look for a way past through the black wall. Right. Thanks, Julie. I crow, therefore I am a country. I'm Miles, therefore I must call Samus. Some weird ass shit happening in part 7, so odd you can even call them bizarre. Yeah, I love part 7. I read the manga when part 4 was coming out, because I was like very much deep into JoJo, and Gabe just told me like you should read part 7, and it was great. Seguro in-universe currency in the Metroid manga? Is Seguro in-universe currency in the Metroid manga? I wouldn't be able to tell you from the top of my head. I certainly forgot that type of a detail, so I think so. Now that I mention it, it does sound familiar to something we were talking about in chat a few weeks ago, but I don't want to give you an answer that I don't really remember. Though I think part 4 is my favorite part still. For me, it's like a tie between 2 and 4 and 7, but I think at least the manga 7 like hinges a little bit more because the I like part 4 was with like a certain David Bowie man in the very early part of it, and then kind of like the middle in between those things is ish for me. But I like part 2 because it's like so short and so quick that it's like an adrenaline rush type of stuff. And sometimes I prefer a story when it's shorter than longer. For all I know, my name is actually Sam. Well, short for Sam. So you're Sam Porter Bridges? Samuel Porter Bridges? Tolman's record. Boss and I have a storeroom converted into a holding cell. Pike isn't happy about it. He says we can't illegally hold people here, even if they committed a crime within the park. I'll tell him it's not for criminals. Boss brings the guest up here and locks it in a cell. He wants to run some tests. He said he'll be much quicker if he doesn't have to travel down the lab each time. I think it's a very bad idea to bring the guest up to the surface, especially while the park is still open. Yeah, part 4 was Moriocho. Almost immediately, I'm proving right. A girl named Elaine Marshall finds her way into the holding cell and encounters the guest. She's injured and taken to the hospital. Boss is forced to close down the park. I fear this is not the end, but the beginning. The plot thickens. So not especially well hidden. Okay, master, let's kill the hoe. Bee! Kroko came over to just do the act 3 pose. It's a bed. It smells strongly of bleach. Because a piece of unused dialogue in Metroid Prime 4, Miles mentions it. Oh, that's cool. But it's unused, so it's whatever, I guess. Chat is saying hi, Kroko. Huh? They're saying hi. It's a fire crackling softly.
Yay!
Yay! Staring into the flames, I feel something. It's a curious mixture of hope and dread. Maybe everything will be okay. Maybe it won't. Dread mentioned. Samus, come back to base camp. A curious mix of hope and dread. Yeah. No, I believe you, chat member, but if it's not in the final game, it don't count. Is all I'm saying. Whoa. Hey there, guy. I don't care what you're selling. I want it. Double kill. Metroid 6 is called Metroid Hope, confirmed. Shit. Oh shit. Well, what will the hope be then? The hope is Samus herself. What are you talking about? There'll be a reference to the Samus and Joey manga. Un, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. Oh, spooky. Easy answer, Samus. Real answer, Tokabi. The hope of Salon will guide us. Is that a vampire? Yeah, it's a vampire. Don't want to wake him up, man. Well. Metroid Hope, Salon's decent. Hello? You came back. Who is this? I'll admit, I'm glad to see you up and about. Oh, the tenacity of youth. No, Salon's Descent. Fade by Aikuna Licencha. Be funny the vampire wakes up and just turns to be quite chill. Right? No, there's a ghost. Can you see it? Yeah, can you see the ghost? A ghosty friend? Yeah, it's Ghosty. From oh look, hey Ghosty. It's a coffin. There's a vampire sleeping inside. It's not real, obviously. Oh. Game. The vampire side up. It made me jump. He's kind of cute though. Hi, can I scare you by making you watch prequels? No, you can scare me more by making me watch sequels. That's a bookcase. Flames of Hell. No, that seems like a bad. Kami Remedy. The clocks need regular winding, but please don't attempt it without correct tool. I think we can do that with... Alright, look, there's a portrait of Ghosty in there. There's a Ghosty portrait on the wall. History's deadliest poisonous. A swift, sudden end. Dead. It's a painting of a demon. It's a large gemstone. Oh, yeah, there's the hint about the time. A dead man's beckoning. Yeah. Keep that in mind. through. Thank you. Whoa! Doc D. Pike. Oh shit. So that's why there was a gunshot. Samus, they call me Solon. Have you heard of me? No. Who are you? I'm the Phazon entity conglomerate. What the heck is Solon? I will eat him, or her, or it. Oh shit. He's dead. I guess he shot himself. Should I call the police? The handgun's lying next to him. It's better not to touch it. It's a model of the Crow Country Park. Looks like there are 4 main areas. And a few smaller sections on the around the outside. It's a box of handgun. Wouldn't it be cool if, like, Metroid Prime 5 comes around, Tokabi's back, and he sees Solon being consumed by the Phazon? Edward had his office door electrified to decently high voltage, too. It turned off the main powers, but the doors were still electrified. So I think he must have hooked it up to a generator somewhere in the underground level. My gosh, look, it's his family photo. Following doors are now locked electronically. It can be opened via the dungeon's computer terminal. Finding corpse in a room, doesn't touch it. Proceeds to steal ammunition from same room. Yeah. File cabinet. It's well organized. Edward has pulled the funding for Cosmic Future, and we've halted construction. He said it was just temporary delay, but I can tell when he's lying. This is Pike's. Pike was the guy who helped on the park, who's dead over there. Something is seriously wrong with Edward Crow. He looks sick, but at the same time, there's kind of a manic energy in his eyes. I asked Holman about it, but he gave me the silent treatment. So whatever it is, I think they're on it together. I tried to spy on Edward and Tolman during their meeting. It sounded like they were trying to talk to someone, a third person in the room who wasn't talking back. But they were talking like, how do you talk to a baby or a young child? Speaking slowly, using simple language. What is going on? It's a message. This is a message for Edward Crow from Douglas Pike. Edward, we've been friends for over 30 years. You entrusted me with the running of your Dean Park, a task I have relished. You have always shown me kindness, and always paid me well for my work. However, I can no longer remain silent. Edward Crow, your crimes have not gone unnoticed, nor will your sins go unpunished. As for Elaine Marshall, I hope she never forgives us, for none of us deserve it. Goodbye. That's the end. We've been friends for 30 years. Why aren't you calling me? Says Mackenzie to Samus. And that's the shortcut that leads us to the Iron Maiden room. It's a button behind the wall panel on the back of the wooden crow's house. Are you alright, ma'am? Ugh. My head. threw up. Hey, it's alright. Don't worry about it. Can I ask, did something happen to you? It only grazed me. I thought I'd be fine. I don't even know what it was. My head is pounding. My stomach is... Alright. You were attacked. Feel dizzy. I have something that might make you feel better. At least for a little while. You should take this. Thanks. I think that actually helped. Oh, I'm so rude. What's your name? I'm Mara. Thanks, Mara. I'm Natalie. Natalie Crow. What are you doing here, Mara? I'm actually looking for your father, or Edward Crow. What on earth you want with my father? You filed a missing persons report, didn't you? Yes, I did. You're who they sent? Yep, I'm Agent Mara Forrest. But you're so... What? What about the man I spoke on the phone, Detective Harrison or something? Detective Harrison James, he couldn't make it. Problem with his car. So they sent you instead. Yep. This is your father's office? He's not in there. I've been out here for hours. I haven't heard a sound. Be that as it may, I'd still like to take a look inside. Don't you know how to get in? It's going to be difficult. You'll need a key. It's a big fancy gold one. Gold key. Got it. And you'll have to turn off the electrified door handle. How do I do that? No idea. It wasn't electrified last time I was here. Father must have recently had it installed. Why? What's that he hiding in there? Still not feeling great. Right, of course. I'll leave you alone. Sorry. You're kind. It's empty. I thought she was called a woman. Ugh. If she's an agent, why is she dressed like one? PS1 blocky art style, I guess? Can someone from maintenance please varnish the Ocean Kingdom storage room door, or else replace the door entirely? It's made out of real wood and it's starting to crumble. It's not exactly fire safe. Yeah, it's statistics stuff, I guess. No skirt, no armor. Well, what about Jill in Resident Evil 3? Because it's a reference to her outfit, I think, in Resident Evil 3. Where she had short skirt, no armor. I think it's one of those that, like, I believe they wanted to, yes, give her more armor, but it's the same fairy that we saw earlier. And now she's sitting by the stage. But I like the idea more that it's Hulk. You're like Hulk when he angry. Hulk say mean things when he angry, like, you suck. Really, the name to the other, I can't remember the name of the other game. It starts with T. I know the devs are from Chile. Oh, that'd be sweet. Hello? Listen, I had no idea what the roots were for. How could I have known? What roots? What are you talking about? There are 7 in total. And I cut them down. Cut them open. You cut them Open? What? All but one. We left one intact for posterity, we thought. What a farce. I noticed the Seven Seas mermaids use the same kind of battery as the giant crow. Not a great idea. These kind of batteries aren't waterproof. Those mermaids are going to need constant maintenance. Chaos control. Oh my gosh, burb. Oh. I don't like the sound of that. It's full of rocks. Each one emitted with pieces of shining metal. This is great full of gold. Holman's records. Monday morning, driving to work, boss calls me to my car radio. He doesn't normally do that. Something has obviously gone wrong. Intruder alarm going off in the second unit. Boss thinks someone is down there. Get to work. Check the security cameras. Someone is down there. He's standing right by the pool. All security doors down to the pool are locked. Check security records. Doors untouched since 6 p.m. on Friday. Alarm has only just been triggered. I turn to the intercom, try to communicate, no response. But I can hear the sound that he's making. Something's wrong. His clothes don't fit him. Something is very wrong. Yeah, this is where you would learn the... It's pretty sensitive. It won't work if you have an accent. Sorry, Diego. Man. I like the details in the save room, because, like, there are all... oops. That was scary. I moved myself. The floor crumbled! There's a hole in my floor! First it was my ceiling. There's like, you can't see the mouse up right. But there's like, alright, I'll do the next best thing. There's like the ore rocks that we've seen, and then the tube things. And we also saw the entrance of the park. Legal summons. Dear Mr. Crow, I'm writing to you in relation to the incident which occurred within your theme park in July of 1988. As you know, a 15-year-old girl by the name Elaine Marshall was injured. The incident occurred within your premise and within working hours. As such, the Marshall family is holding you personally responsible. Your presence is required in court. We expect to hear from you immediately. Sincerely, G. Williams, State Court. Somebody's not showing up. It's a keypad down here. Fire crackling softly. Staring into the flames, it feels something. It's a mixture of hope and dread. Maybe everything will be okay, and maybe it won't. Alright, But I think that with this set, I'm gonna call it a stream here for now. For today at least. It's been a while. It's been a while, and I'm gotta go get some food, and I gotta do some things afterwards. But thank you everybody for showing up and chilling. Especially thank you for those who were here at the beginning of the stream and got to see the concept art for the project I'm doing, and the feedback that you gave. It really means a lot to me, and I think that well, I hope that by at some point in the future where I get to produce it, that you guys enjoy it and that it's fun to watch or something. I guess. So yeah, I'll probably be here next week. Like I said, I'm in rereading my script. I'm in page 35 of like 42. And I gotta add a couple of points, such as like the missing space pirates and a joke here and there. But otherwise, I'm rather pleased with how the script turned out, because my points are just concise. So there's more points, and it's just more things that it gets discussed, and all of these topics are like straight to the point. So that way, the video can feel like it's focused around supplying feedback or criticism with Metroid Prime 4, so that moving forwards, if the team or somebody at Nintendo who happens to be listening, maybe we can salvage some of the good ideas and try and rectify where it went wrong in the future. Can't wait for the video next year. Oh no, it's gonna be you're giving me too much credit, Mewtwo. It's gonna be 3 more years before it comes out. I know you jest. But yeah, I'll be here next week, doing more streams, doing more stuff. And we'll continue with Devil May Cry, we'll continue with Gravity Circuit, we'll continue with Crow Country. Part of the reason I'm playing Crow Country is that I'm recording footage so that I can make a video about it and then hopefully pivot my way into like Resident Evil and Silent Hill or Signalis and other games that I like as much as Metroid, Xenoblade, and stuff. So like Crow Country is just something that is short, that I know well. It doesn't take too long to play, wouldn't take too much to cover in general, and it just is a game that I really like, that from all the indie games that I want to talk about is the one I wish had a little bit more exposure, if you may, or more people were online making fan art or something along those lines. I bet I'll be 2077. Yeah, I'll show up with my cyberpunk stuff and Robot Laser. Can't wait for it to come out 2079 when Metroid takes place. You're missing an X. Like I said, if anybody has questions or things regarding the original project and stuff, feel free to send me a DM, or there's the recollection channel in the server, and pretty much whenever somebody types something in there, I'm almost immediately in there. So like, given that you guys are part of my target audience and demographic, your feedback would be important. Cyberpunk Tomboy Goth Laser. Well, the headcanon is she's from a cyberpunk city, the Solution 9, so I guess, yeah, I guess this is Cyberpunk Laser. Gosh darn it, Mewtwo. You can't keep getting away with this, but keep getting away with it. But yeah, I really appreciate... You can't write this up. So yeah, I'll still be doing this. I'm checking the stream, sorry, the video, so that once that video is sort of like ready to be edited and stuff, I can just go back and focus more of my time in writing and making more of this project that I have. It's the reason why I retired, if you may, as a joke. It's main reason, because like it's either writing videos for, you know, Metroid Orpheon, or getting more time to just polish more of the world and the characters for this. So we know we know the Laser's priority. No, the Laser's priority when it comes to like playing something in my own free spare time. But part of the reason I like playing Lasers because I get to hang out with my friends in 14, and you know, being online and in the internet, I'm glad that like at least through an MMO, I feel like I'm hanging out with them a little bit more than just
Discord and stuff, and giving how the social aspect of the MMO lends itself. It's kind of fun, and whatever. Especially giving that it's free, so I mean, not for me anymore because I gotta pay for my subscription. But anyways, also jokes aside, you take teasing like a professional. Oh, because I've always been teased my entire life, be it my family, be it my friends, my own, siblings and stuff. I seem to be like a bully magnet or a tease magnet. It doesn't matter where I go. I was in the U.S., I was in the U.K., I was in Mexico, and all this other stuff, living and growing up, and it always circle around that. So I guess it just comes with the territory or the experience. It's doubly so because, like, you're streaming. Whenever you're streaming, you're like the center of the bully. So you're a professional bully survivor. Yeah. So with all that said, I really appreciate the support, guys. I just want to say that I have written your names down for the special thanks in the Beyond video because a lot of the jokes and a lot of the feedback that you guys gave me while playing the game on the stream. There might be a chance when I'm working on the video that I might have to stream Metroid Prime 4 again. Just so I can record the dialogue of the characters alone. So I would be playing the game, but only like recording certain moments. So it would be easier than anything, and that way I can like use the dialogue without having the music in the background, and that way it's like much easier to edit. You must be very happy about that. And in a sense, yes, I'm happy because like you never know if while playing the game I need to pivot and remove or add something along those lines. And for as much as I would consider it the game, I don't want to be rude here. If you like the game, more power to you. Please do not let me stop you from enjoying what you like. Just some random guy on the internet at the end of the day. But like, I think the game is kind of mid in general and stuff at its best. So it's not like I have to play, I don't know, a broken mess like Sonic 06 or something. It's a functioning, gorgeous looking game and all this other stuff. It just tries to take too many avenues, and so it doesn't really excel at anything. But that's more of my opinion, of course. But regardless, I think it'd still be fun, especially given the fact that with Mewtwo now making all of these memes, it probably would have more material. Dark Orpheon, Dorpheon character arc, surviving Pawns bully and bullying raft, Tombo Leezer and fuck. I'm gonna murder Pawn one of these days. Hey Samus, our mid game will get some special video tribute towards my story accomplishments. I do mention positives, like don't worry, it's not all negative. I do mention the positives that I like. The funny thing is that the positives seem like rather random, inconsequential stuff, but I truly believe that the devs focused more on like implementing these smaller mechanics into the game rather than like psychic. They could have probably just make like a map that takes benefit from it, would probably make for a smoother experience. I don't know. Listen guys, Orpheon thinks Metroid 2 is mid too. He obviously doesn't have taste, of course, and you're here telling me this because it's like, what else is new? It's just that, like, I grew up playing Metroid 2 a little bit, and then I got Fusion, and it was like night and day for me. I definitely like more Samus Returns than AM2R than Metroid 2, but I don't know. It's just, they never really clicked with me. But if it's worth anything, I like it more than I like Prime 4. Thanks for being such a nice guy, Albert. I don't mention it. Thank you guys for being equally as nice. Just glad that I get to hang out, be myself with you guys, and then that you guys are here and all that other stuff. It really saddens me that I've not been able to provide content as frequently as I used to, but trust me that it's been a heck of a couple of years since the quarantine and stuff like that, and we're still trying to like bounce back, but it'll happen. You gotta keep in the words of 14, forge ahead, because the sun will shine again, type of stuff. even if you do play the same game. Well, I think that like I like to imagine it that it's because people still come back because it's like fun to chat with, and sometimes part of the reasons I play the same 6 or 9 games is because like A, I like them a lot, and B, because I like if it prevents what happens with like when I play Ultra Kill or whatever, and then I'm like too hyper fixated and too like I hyper fixate. So like then I play a game and then it takes all my attention because I'm enjoying the game that I forget to commentate and I forget to talk. That at that point, why bother? You know, people are here for the guy talking behind the screen, unless the video game is what I imagine. So, with that said, it really means a lot that you guys have stuck with me and everything, despite all of that. But I just can hope that the future videos are worth the wait. I like to imagine that they will be. I come back to see your muscle memory expertise, and sometimes you're so fast I miss the background. Yeah, I guess. Oh gosh, we went an entire stream without one of these. Oh well. Anyways, with that said, that's it from me. I'm gonna go and just you know, do my other things, get back to checking my script and all this other stuff. But with all that said, thank you so much. Truly, thank you so much, everybody, for the support, for being here, for just hanging out, being at the stream, being in the Discord. Your company means a lot to me. So I hope to see you guys soon. Have a nice weekend and take care. Bye.